James Gunn is not Superman's savior. He might be his biggest obstacle. Now, James Gunn thinks if he talks enough, fans will forget what Superman actually stands for. But no matter how many interviews James Gunn gives, the truth doesn't change. Superman isn't about ego, he's about hope. And right now, the only thing standing between this movie and greatness is James Gunn. Now, let's be honest, the marketing focus should be laser locked on David Corenswet, but instead, James Gunn is front and center in every single piece of promotion. It's like Superman is just basically supporting in this James Gunn show. That's not how you save DC, okay? But that does show you how you shouldn't get butts in the seats. But the only buzz we're hearing is about how James Gunn keeps talking and Cornsweat keeps getting blindsided, okay, or sidelined. Now, you'd actually think by now that James Gunn would realize he's not the draw, but the character of Superman is. And Cornsweat, with his deep nerd cred, from Star Wars to X-Wing novels and everything, could be the new face of this fandom. But no, James Gunn wants to tell you how his childhood inspired the Kent Farm. Again, no one's inspired by that. We want Superman, not a small town nostalgia reels from Gunn himself, okay? But Superman fans actually they want authenticity, and he was supposed to use Cornsweat to deliver that in spades. He doesn't sound like he memorized the Wikipedia page 5 minutes before the interview, but Cornsweat actually sounds like he grew up dreaming of being Superman, and that alone makes him a better, ambassador for this film than Gunn himself, who's out here treating this like his professional diary entry, okay, or personal diary entry. Now, honestly, it's kind of frustrating because Gunn had the golden ticket, apparently. Yes, he did cast a guy who could have actually united fans across generations, but what did he do with that? He buried the man beneath a cheap looking costume and a marketing rollout that screams director first, hero second, okay? And I also want to be fair, not everyone's going to love Dave Corenswet as, their Superman. They still love Henry Cavill and stuff as Superman, but either way, James Gunn is looking to go ahead and take the spotlight, apparently, with the marketing. Now, Superman is being treated like an afterthought in his own movie, okay? But there's also the issue with the costume itself. The colors okay, but the materials look bulky. It doesn't scream Superman, but barely whispers it, and it reeks of the same problem where Gunn wants to leave his mark. Now, he picked the weird S from Kingdom Come and slapped it on like he's reinventing the wheel. Okay, that's not reinventing anything. Now, James Gunn is just simply overthinking it right now. And we also don't want more James Gunn monologues. We want to hear from the guy actually playing Superman itself. David Corenswet should be on every podcast, every live stream and stuff, even Comic-Con stages too. But instead, James Gunn won't give up the mic. And that's not just dumb marketing. It's a strategic failure, okay? But apparently there's a reason fans still mourn the loss for Henry Cavill as Superman. Of course, he's not dead, but because he respected the role, because he acted like Superman mattered. And now we have someone who could carry that legacy on in Cornsweat, and Gunn is keeping him locked in the basement while he tells press stories about his dad and Midwestern barns. That's something that we don't want. You see, Superman doesn't need another quirky, self-aware James Gunn screenplay. He needs reverence. He needs mythos. And David Corenswet could bring that only if Gunn would just get out of the way. It's like Gunn wants to play both director and lead character at this point, but can't get to be the face of Superman when you have someone playing Superman already. That's not his role, okay? But honestly put, this is just the kind of project that not only works if the fans believe in the lead, and we do believe in Cornsweat. We don't believe in a Superman movie where the biggest personality in the room is James Gunn. No one wants, that's not what people sign up for, but the spotlight has to shift now before it's actually too late. And even when the costume falls and short and stuff, even when the marketing, fumbles, there's still hope apparently because the guy behind the suit actually cares. I mean, you can also hear it whenever he talks about Star Wars. You can see it also when he references, the X-Wing books and stuff. And that's not even PR training right there. That's a real fan. And it's everything that Gunn is failing to actually tap into. Now, honestly, this should be the easiest win for years or in years, and all Gunn has to do is just shut up and let Cornsweat sell his movie. But ego is a powerful thing, and right now, Gunn is choosing ego over impact. And that's right there is how franchises die. And that's how you kill a symbol like Superman by smothering him with, director worship, apparently. But there's still time to course correct though. I mean, get David Corenswet in front of the cameras. Let him speak. Let fans see the heart behind the hero. Okay. Now, every second Gunn spends talking is a second the audience is too out. You see, nobody cares what Gunn's favorite farm equipment is. Okay, they want to hear what Superman means to the man wearing the cape itself. All right. Now, honestly put, James Gunn needs to simply go ahead and understand he's not the hero of the story. He's the storyteller, okay? He needs to stay behind the curtain, let the actor take the stage, and Superman's legacy depends on that. And so does the DCU, because no amount of James Gunn press tours can sell what Cornsweat could have with one honest interview. All right. But the problem here is simple. James Gunn thinks that this is his comeback tour. Well, it's not. You see, this is Superman's comeback, and if Gunn can't see that, well, Warner Brothers Discovery needs to step in because right now the guy that they cast to save their brand is being wasted, and the guy in charge is making it all about himself. Okay, so basically, we don't need another James Gunn character at this point or character study. We need a Superman story that elevates, that inspires, that reconnects us to something at least timeless. And we already have the right guy in the cape. You just need him to let him speak, okay? And also when it comes to the movie Superman Legacy, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm still doubtful about it because, as I've reported before, and y'all have heard it before, because James Gunn is simply inserting political mess into it, as reported. But I mean, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's actually an actual Superman movie where there's no political talking points or woke agenda in it. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for future uploads. And also, if you enjoy sharing this video, smash the like button. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.